Holy Trinity, shrimp, garlic, tomatoes. What are we making here today? Stick around and you'll see. Thanks for visiting the station. This is Midnight Range TM. See you in a bit. Alright, so our buddy Patriot in the Dark has been hitting me up forever to do Etoufée. So here we go. Let's give it a try. We're going to do it not specifically to any recipe I've ever found, just to using the ingredients that I know are in it. It's a very regional dish. You know, everybody has their own recipe anyway, so why not make up our own as we go? You know, one of the things we're going to be using is the Holy Trinity, which is peppers, celery, and onion. I'm going to use red onion. And we're going to give this a large dice. You can kind of see. It's just a quick large dice, nothing too crazy. The onion, you know, on the station we've done this before. We're going to cut against the grain and then down. And we're going to be using, we're going to be making a batch with a half a cup of red, yellow, and green bell peppers, and a quarter cup each of red onion and celery. The second trick we're going to do, and we've done this before too, but it's kind of fun to show these things. We're going to ride up on the knife. We're going to go right into our thumb. We're going to take that out. Get out of here. Okay? And we're going to give it a large dice to the tomato too. Knife up against the knuckles. We're going to say that's also about a half a cup. So next thing we're going to do is move over to the stove. Alright, so one of the techniques that we do with Etoufée and gumbo is to cook the roux. Okay? There's a few different stages. There's a white roux, which isn't cooked at all. A blonde roux, which is cooked just a little bit to give it a little bit of color. And then a dark roux that's it's going to be even darker. Probably going to go between a blonde and a dark roux. And what we're going to use, so you can use oil, you can use butter. We're going to use a little bit of bacon fat. Okay? So we're going to throw about 2 tablespoons of bacon fat in the pan. And it is on a pretty low flame. It's a medium low. You want to go really slow with this. It could take 10-15 minutes, and that's fine. The more you cook a roux, the less it's going to thicken. So, you know, this is why this is a good technique to do and learn and practice. Because every time you do it, if you want to do it a little bit darker, it's going to thicken a little bit less. You're going to need a little bit more flour than if you wouldn't cook it at all, or if you would just cook it a little bit. So that's 2 tablespoons. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of flour to it. And we're just going to let it go. Give it a stir every couple of minutes and let it take a little bit of color. So we'll be back. We'll show you it as it's going. Okay, so I actually added a little bit more flour because it was a little wet. So I've probably got 3 tablespoons of flour and 2 tablespoons of bacon fat. So you can see how the color's gotten a little bit darker. This is perfect. This is what I'm going to go for. I'm going to let it get just a touch more dark and then go with some of the other ingredients. I don't want to let it get too dark. That's just not what I'm after. If you like it darker, you like that really nutty, dark, rich flavor, go ahead, take it a little bit darker. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit to like a medium. And we're going to go with the Trinity, the Holy Trinity, which is the peppers, the onions, okay, and the celery, and the tomato. There's also a little bit of jalapeno in here. I have maybe a half tablespoon of jalapeno. Now what's nice is, as this cooks, it's going to give off some liquid. So the flour will stop cooking. So it's not going to get much darker because you're going to get some of the juices out of the natural veggies. Hey, get back in there. Okay. Now we're going to go in with about a half tablespoon chopped garlic. A half the tablespoon of Cajun seasoning. And about a half teaspoon of fresh thyme. I'm going to saute this down, and when we come back, we're going to add some stock. Okay, so the veggies are starting to get a little bit tender. We're going to add 1 cup of chicken stock. We're going to give it a whisk. And we're going to let this sit. We're going to turn it down. And we're going to let this simmer for probably 5 or so minutes. Just sort of let everything kind of come together. Okay, it's nice and thick. It's a nice color. It's really, really light, sort of brownish tan. The veggies are nice and soft, but they're still there. And you can cook this a million different ways. Some people like it when they cook everything down and it's all really, really soft and tender. I like to have the veggies with some texture to them. I think that's kind of fun. So here we're going to finish this bad boy off. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire. We're going to throw in our baby shrimp. We're going to turn the heat up just a touch. And we're only going to cook it until the shrimp are cooked through. Okay. Which really will only take 2 or 3 minutes. Another good way to do the shrimp too, if you like to, is do them in a pan separately. So you can really, really sear them hard. It gives them a good flavor. If you have the summertime and the grill's out, don't be afraid to do them on the grill. Grill them and then throw them in at the last minute just to heat them through with everything else. You can marinate them in hot sauce. You can marinate them in citrus or something like that to give it a really good flavor. Something different. Have fun with it. The whole idea of a dish like this is to do what you like. Learn the techniques and change it up to your liking, the way your family likes it, and experiment and have fun. So, literally, those shrimp are 99.9% done. We're going to hit this with a little fresh lemon juice, the juice of a half a lemon. We're going to give it some fancy green stuff, a little bit of fresh parsley. We're going to give this one last toss, and we're going to go onto the plate with it. We're going to finish it off with some rice and some fresh scallion. Okay, here we are. So we're going to go into the bowl with it. Nice. Good looking stuff. Okay. We got a little bit of white rice to go with it. Rice is nice, and like I said, always remember, the ladies like the green stuff. Ladies like the green stuff, don't forget. Mix that up with one of your favorite hot sauces, and you got yourself a great dish that's got some really cool techniques in it that you can make your own and make it however you like, make your family like it, that your family would like it, and I hope you try it. So there is a quick and easy shrimp etouffee for Patriot. You're welcome, buddy. So thanks for visiting the channel. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you try it. I hope you experiment, and I hope you make it your own. Check me out on Sunday nights, 10:30 Eastern, 10:30 Eastern, for live chats, question and answer. And if you would like to help the channel out, which is much appreciated, check me out on Patreon, Midnight Range TM. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Have a great night.